Play your game. Start of the fourth. Wagner banks it in. Charlotte cut it to 23, but Orlando went on an 8-0 run to end the third quarter. They continue now into the fourth. The zigzag move by White doesn't go. Kalkbrenner can't get the follow. And the Magic 11 minutes and 25 seconds away from a date with the Detroit Pistons.
Suggs.
One-on-one, Bridges, kick, Knippel, short.
Well, I'll tell you what, it has just become such a struggle for Knippel over his last now almost 11 games. Shooting 27% from three.
Baines three. Green tries to tap it to himself and does. On the outlet to White. Brenner, and it's out of bounds. And Carroll gets it back from Black. Swing it. Black's jumper. Too strong. Bataze, offensive rebound. Back in against James. Black, hot potato three. Doesn't go. Push up the floor. Bridges turns the corner. He's fouled by Bataze. 82% on the season. 20. Miller is 23. Diabate is 24. 25-win improvement from last season to this season.
Yeah, phenomenal job by Charles Lee and phenomenal job by these players to buy in. What impressed me the most, we knew they had offensive talent, but they became an outstanding defense.
Fake on a three, Green defensive, now he'll take it, and miss it. Bataze, another strong rebound, but it's going to go the other way. Bataze picks up the foul. Season Hornets won the next 3 meetings, which gave them confidence going into this, except Charles Lee did mention that every time they played them after, they were not 100%. He recognized that it was not the Orlando team they were going to see tonight. Bridges turns, pivots, that won't go.
It was an excellent move, stepping through the double team, coming from the baseline, just couldn't finish.
Just over 9 minutes to play. Caro on drive, he's fouled. And this will be free throw attempts number 36 and 37 for the Magic. Number 1 pick in 2022. Obviously, Orlando invested in him, invested in Wagner, invested in Suggs, took on the contract of Desmond Bane, who Memphis had invested in. White slicing, kicking for James, short on a 3. Banchero, lead pass, caught by Bane, and he'll take it in for 2, but it's a foul going the other way.
The Orlando Magic love to hit people.
That's just part of the mentality.
That is. It's part of the mentality. And look, it's what made them really good a year ago defensively, and they're trying to get back to that mentality and that identity. Guys in the studio were talking about it before Wednesday night, that they needed to rediscover their defensive identity. Well, they certainly have tonight.
That ball got down low, away from Banchero, and taken away by Kalkbrenner. Charlotte has turned it over 20 times. Salon, kick, James. And a hold on Carter.
Get these second possessions for their teams. That's not going to show up on the stat sheet, but that's Ryan Kalkbrenner giving them a second opportunity and a Kobe White bucket.
The Euro-induced from Kobe White. Well, you mentioned last season, Orlando was number 2 in defensive rating. They were number 1 in points allowed. This season, number 13 in defensive rating and 13th in points allowed. 115.1. They gave up 105.5 in 24-25. Salon, swing it. The James 3, hook it.
Well, but again, you don't have your guys, that makes a big difference, and especially Franz Wagner, as good as he is offensively, Franz Wagner may be the best defender on this Magic team.
Bain fires it for Black. Banchero comes to the ball. Fires off. Tip in, nearly went for Black. It does go for Carter on the throwdown. 108-78.
Well, I think the biggest disappointment for Charlotte tonight is going to be exactly what we heard in Charles. 6 minutes, 37 seconds, and one more game away from being to the NBA playoffs.
Tillman in, so is Mann for Charlotte. James sets and fires. Misses on a 3-ball. And it's rebounded by Bain. 49% shooting for Orlando, 34% for the Hornets. And this thing was over early. Bain gets to the rim.
It's been all night. At the rim, in the paint. They are plus 34 in the paint in a game they lead by 32.
Salon misses on a 3-ball. Tracked down by the veteran Tillman. Swing it. Green. Can't hit the 3. And the rebound snagged by Carter. Celebration time for the Orlando Magic. Dapping one another up. A lot of smiles. Mo Wagner is in the game. Jet Howard is in. So is Jace Richardson. Black on a swing for Howard.
A quick turnaround for Orlando.
Howard gets to the right. Couldn't finish it.
Quick turnaround. They've got to be ready to play on Sunday against the team who will not shy from the physicality.
Connaughton gets the deuce. McNeely in. And a bucket there for Noah Penda.
All right, 93, a very rare number. Why is he wearing 93, Cassidy?
What a setup.
Cassidy's not even responding
Jeez.
to get into the game tonight.
Cassidy, you got the answer?
Yes, I do. I'm so sorry. I was communicating.
31.
All right, I'm not going to ask why.
Cassidy?
93 is just a little rare, you know. I'll say one thing, though, as this winds down. You know, the other thing that's been questioned here in Orlando, I know because I live in this area and read the local papers and stuff, has been Jamal Mosley. He's put a lot of people, a lot of critics to rest tonight. This team obviously still very much listening to him, very motivated, totally bought into the game plan tonight. They played this game from the outset exactly the way that they wanted played. This guy's done a tremendous job here in Orlando. Third straight year going to the playoffs.
The rookie McNeely gets into the box score.
I think McNeely played for their G League team when they won the G League championship just a week or so back.
Final 3 minutes of action.